Terrify. Every topic scary, we can leave the bravest paralyzed. Hope you're not at home alone, better keep the lights on. But if you love adrenaline, then welcome to the fright zone. Willie is the leader, the visionary dreamer. Gerard got the joke, scaredy cat the screamer. You gon' get this work, if you scared, go to church. This podcast is scariest, you heard it here first.
And he said that to me because I was like, I'm just excited that Jeepers Creepers is here. You know, I want to see the character again. But when because he's a huge lover of Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary.
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Yup, That's Scary. I'm your host, Willie May, and we got a good show for you today. Welcome to your new horror, Halloween, and the Haunted House podcast. We're about to bring you the good, and the scary on today's show. In a thrilling twist for horror acclaimed TikTok star, horror influencer, and travel blogger, Molly Z Zombie, takes center stage on today's show. Molly and Jose, I should say, will dive into their chilling experiences, both online and during their travels, offering a unique perspective. So, give me my co-host, my boy, Gerard. What's up, man?
What's up, Willie? Can you hear me?
Good. How are you, sir?
Oh, living the dream. I just had to say this because I've been thinking about it. I'm Catholic, in case anybody's wondering before they hear anything I wrote down or any of my scripts, and I follow Catholicism about as best I can. But
yeah, you better tell the truth.
But you see during skipping a ticket, I do apologize, good Lord, ahead of time. Why did I write this?
Let me just say this. Let me say this to you, bro. You're there's a little lag on you, so just keep that in mind. And so make sure you check your internet, make sure everything is good. I don't know why it does that, like right when we start. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna just and also just a fun fact, make sure your updates on your computer is up to date as well for next week's show. So, but yeah, you are Catholic, and I'm afraid of what you're gonna say. So
don't be offended what I say.
Don't be a what?
Because I'm the one who should be offended. Nobody should be offended what I say, because I'm the one who should be offended.
No,
offended.
Offend this. Listen here. Do not embarrass me on the show. We got our guest in today, and I just don't want to be embarrassed. But anyways, for everyone that's watching, what's up, everybody? We got Molly Z in the house. Hello, everyone. Molly Z is in the house. What's up, Molly Z? We got our boy Josh Evans in the house. What's up, Josh? Oh, let's go, Molly. Look, people are pumped for today's show. It's going to be a good show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching live. It's going to be a good show. And if you guys have questions, comments, please make sure you, wherever you're watching us at, go ahead and comment us. If it's in YouTube, comment in the YouTube. If it's on Facebook, comment in Facebook. If it's on Twitch, comment in Twitch and let us know what's good. And also, you can let us know your questions to ask Molly Z. We have Molly Z in the studio right now, and let's just talk about this real quick. Molly Z has been a huge fan and of ours and been following us from the I wouldn't say from the very beginning, but I would say season 2 maybe. Season 2, Molly Z started following us, but you know, Molly Z and Josh Evans, and they've been just great, dedicated fans to us, and we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. But it's really cool to see Molly Z now from this point of view, watching the show, like, you know, from this side of the point of view, which is crazy because normally Molly Z is on the other side. And let's just be honest, Molly Z is the puppet, okay? The handler Jose is here today. That all rhymes. I'm so sorry. It rhymed too much. I'm sorry. I cracked myself up. And you have to have a sense of humor in this industry. But but let's do it. Is the cat? How's the cat doing, by the way?
I just opened up the door, so we'll see how she goes coming in or out. You know.
Well, keep your pussy on the leash and make sure you you know, don't let it just roam all over the place. Keep your pussy on the leash.
I have to be the one who doesn't say nothing crazy.
I just got hold on. By the way, if you guys want to do a drinking game with us, cheers. We're gonna figure out the game.
I'm about out.
No, I'm about started.
I've been drinking.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
This episode is going to end real bad. It is noon.
Real rough.
And
already. We've been in the studio with Molly Z for a minute already, and y'all already started ahead of me. And it's going to be real rough. So we do apologize for anyone that is watching in advance. I don't know how it's going to be. I just don't
apologize to the whole Catholic community as a whole. We come here from Yep, That's Scary as a Catholic. No,
shut up.
No.
I'm not.
No.
Leave it alone.
Fuck it. We're going to baptism. No, fuck it. We're Scientologists now.
And before I even move on, I need to. There we go. I need to do one more house note because if I'm too smashed at the end, it wouldn't never happen. So I'm just leaving notes for me, and we're gonna move on. But I'm just excited to have Molly Z. And let's just be honest. Let's Molly Z. Let me just read the bio. Bring it up because I'm so tongue tied. And so here we go. Molly Zombie is a puppet. So for everyone that knows, that Jose Castro brought to life, created by the nightmares of VFX creates for the entertainment and business industry, as well as for individuals. Molly is a highly detailed, realistic character puppet created with haunt attractions and theme parks in mind, but also a great Halloween costume. Jose and Molly's supersedes the Halloween season because Jose had the bright idea to take his zombie puppet to feast on brains outside of Halloween season, visiting bars, horror cons, events, and other holiday spectaculars to find that Molly was the life of the party, taking pictures with people and showcasing her experiences, becoming a visual sensation. Molly and Jose became a viral hit on TikTok when Jose took Molly to a Ravens and Buccaneers game, and security was not having it. With Molly was trying to take a bite out of him. 135 million viewers later, Molly Zombie partners up with different businesses and events showcasing products, celebrities, and event coverage all through the eyes of Molly the Zombie. Molly has just skydived and is now getting ready to go. Oh, let me fix that. And has came back from Midsummer Screams and also some cruises, to say the least. I am improv in this because I didn't read it. I didn't read it. So anyways, I am improv in this mess right now. So hey, how are you? Welcome. We love Molly Zombie, and we got Molly on the show. And Molly is a viral sensation. You guys check out what the video that made Molly who she is today. Check it out. Which way did Vicky go? Which way did Vicky go? Help! Oh my gosh, people was cheering Molly and just chanting, and it's that guy was not having it. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, here is Jose and Molly Z. How are you, brother?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. So just to let you know, we got a little bit technical difficulties on Gerard's half, so he is fixing that, and he's gonna be hopping back in the show real shortly. But how are you doing?
I'm good. Very good.
Good.
Hot
It
season
is
upon
good
us,
to
so-
see you. What'd you say?
I said hot season's upon us, so really good.
Haunt season is upon us. You are so correct, and we got so much to talk about. But we're bringing you in early right now because I felt like, since the show has been going, and we've been prepping, we've been having a good time behind the scenes in the virtual backstage in the virtual studio. So I was like, you know what? Let me just bring him in now, and just we're just going to do the whole entire show. And there's Jose, and there's Gerard.
There he is.
There he is.
I don't know what it is about Colorado and their Wi-Fi, but it's like the internet is bouncing off the mountains to get here, and it doesn't like to work. So I don't know what.
Well, hopefully that'll be fixed soon. But let me tell you, you just missed the video that kind of made Jose the viral sensation, and so it was him going to the Buccaneers game and the Ravens game, and oh my gosh, that security guard was not having it. I swear
They let
to
that
you.
puppet in.
They let the puppet in. Well, tell what happened after that.
So they didn't let Molly in. They pulled me off to the side, and they called security. So a manager came down to talk to me, and basically gave me every excuse not to go in. First, they said I need a ticket, and I said, "Well, I'll buy a ticket right now." Like, well, if you buy a ticket, you have to buy it in a month in advance so you could have the same seat. And I was like, all right, you got me there. Okay. But I told them, all right, be ready this year. Well, next year. I told them, be ready next year. Because you told me I need a ticket and same 2 seats. All right, I got you. So
That's so crazy. But let me tell you this, there is a loophole. Now that I was thinking about it, there's a loophole. Every event every event, let me just say this, everybody, every event, especially stadiums, especially if it's a brick and mortar event place like an event venue or a con or a stadium that has sporting events, they have a child, it gets in free clause. And then like 7 or younger, 8 or younger, 10 or younger, 13 or younger. Figure out where you're going before and figure out that kids getting free. And because you hold Molly on your hip like a child,
I do.
You see where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm. I got you.
She's 7. She's 7 and she's a zombie. Back off. They can't do nothing about it.
Also thinking of getting
that's a loophole.
I was also thinking of getting her a support zombie vest. You know, she is my support zombie, so they can't really, you know.
Yeah, like a support animal, but a support zombie. I love it.
Support zombie. I love that.
So. I love that, you guys. Hey, you guys, if we got Jose in the house today, and we got Molly Z behind him. You guys, let us know, show your love, let us know what's good. We love Molly Zombie. Yes, we got Brian. Brian's back in the house. What's up, Brian? It's good to see you again. Yes. Show your love. Let us know what's good. We got a good show for you today, and we're excited. So, I thought it was be fitting to have my Molly Zombie cup.
Of course, it would be very fitting.
This is filled with water, and this is filled with alcohol. I think we all have like what are you drinking? What do you got?
Old fashioned here.
You got old fashioned, Gerard. What do you got?
Vodka.
I got. What is this? I got Smirnoff. The spicy stuff that I can't finish it by myself. So I'm gonna have some heartburn and be drunk at the same time. But
is that the mix?
But the drinking game is viral sensation. No, the drinking game. The word of the day is TikTok. Okay, so if you hear TikTok, you gotta take a drink, y'all.
All right.
You got Tampa Bay Jays in the house. What's up?
What's up?
That's me, Hardee's. Yes. We got a pirate in the house. Yeah. We're drinking. Yes. So I know I know a pirate likes to drink. So get your mug ready. And I think what we're gonna do is if it's the word is drinking word is TikTok.
That's TikTok. I thought it was TikTok.
It's TikTok. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you lag?
We here, buddy.
No, you're not here. You're 5 seconds behind, buddy. You better fix that.
Don't forget, he started already.
Yeah, you already.
Look, I am doing everything I can on this end right now. So we're working on it now. We have technical support in the background working.
Oh, really? Well, good. I'm glad someone's doing.
Yeah, my roommate's like my roommate hopped the Xbox. Thanks, buddy. He's like, "You want to see if I can get this Wi-Fi boost to work?" I'm like, "Cool. Yeah, that would be great."
Yeah, we need that right now. So we got a TikTok star on the show, and that is a drinking game. Hey, take a sip, y'all. Take a sip.
Yeah.
Woo! Lord, I need some ice. That thing is too. Woo! That thing is too. Ooh, woo, y'all.
I'm drinking Rockstar and vodka today, so that's where we at.
How about Jay say he got some rum? Yeah, some rum.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so let's get started. We got a busy show for you today. Let's get started. We got Molly Z and Jose on the show, but let's talk about some really crazy things that happen. Wait, Gerard, you gonna say something? Go ahead.
I thought we were going to start with today's events.
Yeah, I'm
now.
getting ready for it. Yeah, I'm getting ready for them.
Let's start it.
I'm trying to. Jeez. Lord have mercy. Now I got to get back on the level because he's messing it up. But we want to say to, I can't read it. Sorkin, who passed away. She played the Harley Quinn's voice. She passed away. We
Really?
also had, yes, we also had Bray Wyatt passed away at the age of 36. And then we have Terry Funk passed away as well. Great people, great legends. They all will be missed. And
People who don't know this, the Harley Quinn character was developed for that cartoon. She was never in the comic books before that. So that's sad. Yeah, she is the original Harley Quinn.
The original. So yeah, so let's get let's get started with the show. But yeah, our prayers and thoughts are with the family, and our condolences and rest in peace, great legends. All right, let's do it. What in hell is going on?
What the hell is going on?
Yo, Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party at Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida, held its opening night on August 11th. The separately ticketed nighttime events feature spellbinding entertainment, trick or treat, festival foods, photo ops, Disney characters dressed in their Halloween best, and more entertainment highlights includes Mickey's Boo to You, the Halloween Parade, Disney Not So Spooky Spectacular featuring projections, special effects, music, fireworks, and Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington, and the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular stage show. The event runs selected nights through November 1st. Tickets are on sale now, starting at $149, not so bad, to $200 for adults admission. You guys, what do you guys think about this?
I feel like you gotta do.
How was that?
I didn't know what it was at first, but then I saw the guy in the back working him. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
So I remember when they first released this big old puppet is Jack Skellington and is operated by someone. But let me just tell you, Disney knows how to put on a good show. They really, really, really do. I call myself the Black Walt Disney because I know stage illusions, I know special effects, I know how to use great transitions because that's all that is. If you could do it right, you have a good, spectacular show where people are like, wow. And so, I cannot wait to see it. Have you been to the show yet since you're out in Florida?
I have not. I have not been to that show yet. No, I haven't.
You got to check it out. And let me tell you, California has Oogie Boogie Party. He's a hot mess already from Nightmare Before Christmas. And let me just tell you, it is lit over there. Like that show is more lit than this one. This one's is family oriented, but that one's more 13 young people. Yeah. But like I remember when I sat down with Disney back in 2011, you guys, and this is before like 2010, 2009, there was no Disney show. They only had like a harvest show for like November. There was no Halloween show at Disney parks at all. And I remember they sat down with me and a few other people that were in the haunted house industry, and they were like, how do we get into Halloween? And I remember I was sitting with like major people, and they were like, we do not want to do haunted house. I'm like, but you have a year-round haunted house, and let's bring that IP out, the haunted mansion, and let's, and it was so much convoluted conversations and what ifs and creative thoughts that I thought that they would never, ever, ever come to an agreement. And so when California Adventure Park was created, the thought was that I came up with was take the Mickey and do a not so scary at Disneyland, and take California Adventure because it was created and they didn't know what California Adventure was, a big miss at the time. And turn it into a haunted experience with all the villains. That was my pitch. And thank you, Perry, for bringing me into the Disney world, because he was my in to pitch. and they sat here and in the agreement that I signed, which my lawyers at the time was like, "Don't sign it," and I'm like, "I want to get in. I gotta." I signed my name away, and so you could tell some of the things that I pitched to them, they're bringing back in, and they're just not including me in it. But the thought was the villains were going to have their own haunted houses, and they were going to have their own attractions and all that stuff. And
Their own
at
thing.
the time, yeah, their own thing. And they did not bite at it. They didn't even like my idea. But then Mickey Not So
Let's
Scary
be
was
honest and
created.
quite frank.
Oh, it was Mickey. It was Mickey
let's
Halloween
lay it
Time.
down.
That was the original Mickey Halloween Time. It wasn't Mickey Not So Scary. It was Mickey Halloween Time was what we created before, and it was a miss. It was a miss, and so they didn't like it. They were stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
But to see now that it's the evolution of it is coming back, I guess I thought way too advanced for them.
And it was too risky for them at the time.
It was too risky at the time, but now it's like perfect. So, but everyone who I spoke to, they were like, "Don't ever pitch Disney; they'll take your ideas." And
They'll turn it down and then later
that,
use it. Yeah,
they file it. Yeah. What were you going to say, Gerard?
What I think, if you're in Florida or if you're in California, you're over there by Disneyland, what you do is you plan your 4-day weekend. Thursday, Friday, you take the kids to Disneyland. Saturday, Sunday, it's adults going to Universal. That's what the fuck it is, you know? Let's just be quite frank. I mean, look, go take the kids to Disney World and enjoy the little kiddie stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I don't want to go see Jack Skellington go spookity ookity. I want to see somebody trying to make somebody piss themselves. I want to be quite frank.
Right.
You know,
Jenny's crafty card said, "Yes, Skeleton. He's my favorite. Yes, he's my favorite as well. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas poster that was given to me from my friend. You see it right
there? It is.
One of my best buds got that for me for Christmas, and I appreciate that because in my studio I'm going to do a horror collector's studio and podcast. It's gonna be really cool, but like stuff is expensive, so I gotta be on the budget. But yes, Tampa Bay, yes, Bob Barker passed away as well. Rest in peace. But at the age of 99, he lived a good life. I mean, let me tell you, and he has money in his pockets. That funeral's gonna be super lit. So condolences to his family as well. But because it's haunt season, we got some haunted houses we're going to see. Yep, it's going to see some haunts, and I'm including you into this conversation as well, Molly Z, because you're going to go see some haunts too. So what's happening here is a lot of horror and haunted house influencers, which we are now, go out and see haunted houses, do reviews, and let the world know to go see them. So let's talk a little bit about this. So what are we going to go see? Like, what do you guys want to go see? Like, who do you guys want to see is the conversation. Look, on my end, Woods of Terror is one of them. Eloise is one of them on my list. Sir Henry, I want to see what they got going on with their haunted hayride. And then, of course, all of Universal Studios and Not Scary Farm for me. What about you guys? And I said me.
I want to see.
As in me.
Okay, I won't be able to hit this haunt this year, but, we never know what happens. But I would love to go down and see the raccoon haunt. I forgot the haunt's name. It was a camp he was on last week.
Wait, what do you... Did I miss
He
this?
was on last week. He had a raccoon
haunt.
haunt.
Doug Garrett's haunt. Yes.
Yes. I would love to see that one. I mean, It's a raccoon haunt. Why not? But the top of my list this year, I'm most excited for seeing is Tearing the Corn. Bart Butler. He's a great guy.
That's a good one.
I'm excited to see him. I would definitely love to see if I could travel down to California, and go see some of the Universal Studio haunts. But those are definitely high on my list. And then just a haunt in Michigan. I've heard nothing but good things about Michigan haunts, and I want to see some over there.
Okay.
So that's my list so far.
Interesting. What about you, Jose?
Well, I'm new to the game. So I locally, of course, want to see Scream Again, Halloween Horror Nights. It'll be my first time this year. So definitely looking forward to that one.
we're thinking about going the same day. Yeah, we're thinking about going. Which I did the math, and I'm like, oh, I need 3 weeks to kind of like save up. It's expensive.
They don't play.
I'm like, because I'm gonna call you. I was gonna call you, but I need 3 weeks to make this money. Unless a big sponsor comes in, like I need 3 weeks. But you said Screamageddon, okay?
Yeah, the Halloween Horror Nights, Screamageddon, and of course visit Sir Henry's. There,
Yeah.
I'll be checking out their place this year. Home haunts, I got my particular one, Hillbilly Mayhem. My friend Rich.
Hillbilly
That's
Mayhem. What's the
Hillbilly
haunt's
Mayhem.
name? What's the haunt's name?
um
Come on, it starts with a P.
yes.
Starts with a P. Come on, you got this.
It's right here. Help me out.
Look. Do you see? Do I help Gerard out? No.
That's true.
So it's called
I said raccoon haunt.
preamble. What is it? Hold on. I'll forget. It's on tip of my
It's a something hot, but it is on Facebook. Hillbilly Mayhem.
He gonna kill you. He gonna kill you.
He's got a chance to shout out a haunt.
He gonna kill you. You his best friend. He gonna get mad at you. You're gonna be invited for next year.
My apologies. I will post it out, but that's the home haunt that I'm planning
That you're
to
gonna go
actually.
see.
Yeah, so back up. But as in big haunts, yeah, the ones in Florida, I would love to check out Woods of Terror. That would be awesome.
Oh,
Woods of Terror.
Yeah.
Oh
I would
yeah.
love
They
to
they
tell-
already emailed me and was like, yo, you coming through? I'm like, because what's his name has a whole big snake, and they supposedly they bring in icon characters like Freddy and Texas, and they do them right. Like other than Universal Studios, they do them right, and so I'm really.
Yeah.
So just to let you guys know, our haunt reviews we're going to be announcing them shortly here. I think this week we're going to be announcing them. Tampa Bay Jay says yes, Screamageddon. It's a Florida Premier Horror Park. Yes. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much, Tampa. There you go. He helped you. He gave you. He gave you some rope because you
Great
were
dude. Love is great dude. Yes. That's the home haunt. Back. And Molly will be there, or at least her body double will be there for the home.
What's a
month of October?
Right.
That
What's
has
the
been
terror?
on, Woods of Terror has been on Willie and I's list for like probably 3 or 4 years to make it out to Florida and go see.
And then at Fear Expo, they hit us up. I mean, at Fear Expo, I was talking to them and like we were getting drinks. We're like, this is when Jelly Ball was like, free drinks. And we're like, yay!
Yeah,
they were behind me, and they're like, "Yo, are you gonna come through?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would love to come through." So they just finally messaged me and to get some tickets and whatnot. But I don't know what I'm gonna do this season yet. Like, we're gonna have to figure this out. Like, literally right after the show, I gotta figure out what I'm doing, where I'm going. I think Gerard, you kind of have an idea, and I think Jose, you have an idea, but I don't have an idea just yet.
Look, if we can swing a late October weekend, I think I can make Woods of Terror because I'm going to hit that Frontier up with those $100 round trips. So,
dude, and they on sale. They got some at 36. But let me tell you about Frontier. It's Frontier and Spirits. You may not land right. You may not. Your wing may be flapping on its last bolt.
You might not even.
They'll get you there. But they'll get you there.
Listen, you ain't ridden a Frontier flight till it says, all right, everybody over the weight of 350, please head to the back of the plane. We're going too far forward. You ain't flown Frontier, okay?
No, my worst experience with Frontier is when I went to Transworld with my team for the first time. And let me tell you, I had a buddy who loves God and did haunt, and so we got along great. I have my best friend, they're both my best friends, and one was like, not he knew God, but let me tell you, when we were in Frontier, we were landing into Denver for overlay to pick up more people on this plane. Okay, so here we are from California coming in, and let me tell you, when we were descending, we hit so many air pockets. Things was popping and the doors was opening on the plane compartments doors was like lights blinking off and on, and the pilot's like, "Yeah, sir, something serious." And I'm like, "What did he just say?" So I'm trying to put on my seatbelt, and we're going down, and we're shaking, and I'm seeing the stewardess. They laughed up. One is like looking down quietly, and I'm like, and people are hollering, screaming on the plane. Ah! Ah! And I'm like, Lord Jesus. I start calling on Jesus. Lord Jesus. Look, I'm halfway to heaven. Just kill me now. Kill me now. Just let me in. And we're going down. And a person who loves God, who preaches to me every day, is crying, saying, we're going to die. And the person who doesn't go to church at all is praying to God.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Lord Jesus, I just want to go see some monsters and Transworlds and some props. I just want to see some. Please just get me there, Lord. Please, I would never do it again. We landed so hard into Denver. Then they said, all right, guys, if you're on this plane and it's an overlay, stay here. Everyone else on board. And I'm like, what do you mean stay here? Just stay here. And then they put more people on the plane. And then we took off again. I was like, wait a minute. We don't switch. See, I'm normally known to switch a plane. No, we didn't switch. We got back on the same plane and took off in the air again. I'm like, Jesus.
All they did was add some more duct tape,
Right. They just wrapped it up. It was like, so I was like, you know what, guys? Listen up. Hopefully we don't have the same experience again. I'm pushing my mic back because I don't want to be too loud. I'm like, hopefully we don't have that same experience again. Right when we went and descended to St. Louis, it started happening again. I was like, Jesus. I was like, I wanted to get like a little bottle that knocked me over the head, but their bottles were so little. All I had to do was just say TikTok, and then there we go. Everyone drinking some drinks.
Cheers, drink responsibly. So, when it comes to airplanes, I've flown in those planes. I've flown in that. I'm hopefully in the next 2 years will be on a plane real small, a bush puddler, no, a bush hopper. If you ever know what those are like the ones with the big fat air tires, and they bounce when they land. So hopefully all my favorite planes will be gone pretty soon. But I've flown in a plane where it's like one step above them going out there and be like, all right, we'll start the jet up and just and that was back in Italy.
Listen, I commend you on that because I would never. Like, I've been on jets before. I've been on jet planes before. I was lucky and blessed to be on jets, several jets with some celebrities and some producers. And let me tell you, those are the roller coasters because you go high and you be like, I'm like, okay, whenever you want to end and level out, please. And then when you descend, they will actually stop it and they go down. I'm like, oh! It feel like you're on a roller coaster. I mean, my boo-boo guts go up and it comes back down.
So I have to tell you this, Willie. I don't know if you know this. So my good friend, my best friend, Tiny. Some people call him Bigfoot.
Oh,
he is
Lord.
6'7". He is 6'7".
They call him Bigfoot.
400 pounds. He a big boy. He. I've been telling him, book your flight.
He is
early.
about 3 seats wide.
But
So he needs to take all the seats.
So
buy all the tickets and all the rows.
This man is about to get on his first flight from Nashville, Tennessee to Denver, Colorado, and he's about to fly Frontier.
Why would you let him? That's the worst. At least put him on Delta. Get him on Delta. Delta will be like, here you go. They will hold his hand, give him peanuts.
Let me tell you what. Round trip, like $130. Delta or something else would have been like $500.
Yeah, I think
but they will get him there safe. Look, it's gonna be a long shot. That plane would be like this. Coming in.
He was smart. He got the one in front of the exit. So I can't wait. But at the same time, I would pay somebody to film his experience because it's going to be hilarious.
Right? Yeah. But let me tell you, if he was in that exit aisle and something did happen, I will swear to God, I will surpass him. the Hadouken would surpass him. The Super Saiyan would surpass him, and I'll be out out of that door. I'm dead serious. He ain't gonna be in and blocking my way getting out. I will make sure. I'm like, get out! Damn it!
Willie knows Tiny pretty well, and
yes, I do.
Tiny is, I'm not going to say his real name, but Tiny is the individual who is a homebody and scared of all this stuff. And he's like, I miss you, buddy. I was like, come on out. He's like, okay. He is finally flying. I would pay money to see the fear in his eyes when that plane goes.
Dude, me too. I'm ready. Look. I'm ready. I'm ready to start seeing some people brand new on some flights. Like, haha, bitch. You gotta go on the plane. And all the pilots are half asleep. Did you know that? They work very hard. One had an axe. Do you know who has an axe on this plane? He goes, here's Johnny. Anyways, we got let's finish this current events. We're behind. All right, so Nightmare Reveals, Not Scary Farm. Let me tell you, I watched this event. Jeff Tucker, love you, man. Miss you, man. Jeff Tucker won the entertainment profesh over at Not Scary Farm. They had amazing Nightmare Reveal, and it was on live stream. You guys can watch it right now on YouTube and check it out. I think you should. If you know Not Scary Farm, it's the one theme park that actually started Haunt. They're the ones that coined Haunt. That's why you see Universal Studios, you see all these people doing what they were the first ones. They're the granddaddy, and it's 50 years. 50 years they've been doing this thing, and let me tell you, I am so in love with them. I miss them. This is my professional home haunt, and we say home haunt meaning not at our house, but this is my home. This is how I learned is through them, and they were killing it. They still is killing it. But Not Scary Farm through a special events to get horror fans ready for the 50th anniversary at Not Scary Farm. This night was filled with announcements promising new mazes and entertainment for 2023, and they do. First of all, the Gauntlet was one of my favorite scare zones, and they're bringing it back. And I'm trembling because they said, Willie, yep, that's scary. Come in here, call these people. Yep, that's scary. Need to have a show while we open.
Wow. And
be in the balcony. And I'm like, yes.
That'll be great.
And it goes down. I'm like, yes, I want to do it. And just funds, man. It's money. I need more money.
Find you everywhere.
That's the end of it. But the King and Queen of the Realm returns, and the reimagined version of the fans' favorite, Dr. Cleaver returns, which was an old magic show back in the day. They're coming back, which is so crazy. The full-scale production will take place at the Walt Knox Theater, which is amazing. A little small place. It's great for magic shows. I saw Ed Alonso there, and his shows is amazing every time. The crazy part is the hanging after, I guess, COVID, the hanging ended. I didn't know this, but they bringing the hanging back and they're putting it at the Wagon Theater, and it's called the Hanging Uncanceled. Oh my gosh. You guys have to understand the hanging is like, excuse you.
Right?
Excuse you while I'm talking. You on Bert? Do you understand you got sure mics because of Fear Expo and we can hear everything? We can hear you fart. Excuse you.
Which we have.
Yeah, which we have. No, you didn't mute your mic. I'm so sorry, people. I don't feel like even doing it right now.
TikTok.
I gotta TikTok. Brother, you keep ruining my stuff. Where the TikTok stuff at?
There you go.
Drink responsibly. Responsibly.
You know, something I love to see about that 50-year anniversary remark that you had was how effective cheesecloth is. If anybody knows in the background that web, cheesecloth has been used for how many years now? 50 years now?
50 years now. 50 years. They're the ones who
cheesecloth is so easily done and so effective.
They know how to do it right.
You do a little bit, you stretch it out, you cut a couple holes in
the whole entire park. Yes, they do it in the whole entire park. It was so funny because I was talking to Brent and he watched it and he was like, "Yo, is this how you got the cheese?" I'm like, "Yes."
Now, I wish we had some before and after pictures of bringing the haunt we built together to life with just one roll
We were too
of
busy
cheesecloth.
Yeah, we didn't do it. Yeah, we're too busy.
But it's magical how easy and how effective that's what I love about horror. It could be cheap, but it can be effective. And that's what people got to remember. You don't need all the fancy gadgets in woo-wah, wee-wah stuff. Okay, this ain't the Avengers, but you could be effective with some damn cheesecloth in a haunted attraction.
You're so right about it. Check out Knott's Nightmare Revenge. What was great was that night they actually did have the characters out there and gave them a sneak peek of what to expect for 2023 October season at Not Scary Far. Horror news in a minute. Shark Attack sequel Meg 2, The Trench, has thus far gobbled up $319 million at the worldwide box office, and it's now headed home here in the United States. Meg 2 Trench is getting a premium video on demand release on Friday, August 25th. It already passed. Available for digital release for $19.99 and purchase for $24.99. The film is later coming to 4K and Blu-ray on October 24th, 2023. Gerard, could you help my slides and flip to the next one for me? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Just handle that from here on out. Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures are bringing the MonsterVerse back to the big screen. This is great news, and I know Gerard is having a wet dream over this. To the big screen with the upcoming Godzilla and King Kong, the new Empire, which had originally been scheduled for a theatrical release on March 15, 2024. Godzilla and Kong will now release in theaters on April 12th, 2024. They're pushing it back just a month, pretty much. Godzilla and X Kong, or Godzilla versus Kong. The new Empire is the thrilling fifth film in the MonsterVerse series and sees the legendary titans Godzilla and Kong team up to face a world-ending threat so terrifying that neither could survive alone. Oh, that's awesome. They're teaming up, y'all. They're teaming up, so this is a must-see. Next. The streaming service known as Peacock is asking its subscribers to buckle up this spooky season. They have announced that their horror lineup is starting early and released a list of over 100 fright films to be carved into their programming starting September 1st. Let's go. I love it when I hear that businesses are really pushing Halloween and they're pushing horror early this year, because you know why? The retail stores did it early for Christmas, and I'm sick of it. So in July, Halloween and horror reigns. The Spookity Ookity Council, we talked about it, and I said, yeah, I agree. Next. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is now on its way from another galaxy to give gamers a cotton candy flavored fright. That's right, y'all. The cult film is making its way over to the world of games for a multiplayer experience that pits the killer clowns against some humans trying their best not to be turned into cotton candy cocoon Killer Clowns from the Outer Space comes to PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Xbox One soon. Stay tuned right here for more information because we're going to be having them on the show soon. And on today's show, get ready to terrorize with Molly and Jose on today's show, and that is horror news in a minute. Let go.
Killer clowns? Like, from outer space?
Terrorize all humans. Wrap soft skins in cotton candy cocoons.
There's gotta be a way out of here.
Hunt and kill and eat in any order.
The sooner we shut down this invasion, the better our chances.
No, please, no!
Oh,
Was that a Killer Clowns fatality?
bro, let me just say that they've been working on this game very heavily and did digitally on this, on making sure that the IP is this IP is going to live up to what it needs to live up to. Let me just say this.
Hopefully.
We've been invited to do the beta. No one from Yep That's Scary has been playing the beta, by the way. And you can't blame me because I don't have any gaming consoles because I took them out of my house so I could work. Because if I had them, I wouldn't be working. But let me just say this. They're working so good on it. And I love it. And now I'm going to have to get a PlayStation 5 so I can play this and Texas Chainsaw and Friday the 13th. By the way, Gun Interactive is coming onto the show to talk about Texas Chainsaw soon. So stay tuned. Killer Clowns will be on Yep That's Scary soon. Talk about the game. So stay tuned. But yeah. Yo, that's hot news. That's horror news in a minute right there. What do you guys think?
It looked good.
It looks good, right?
Yes.
Are you a gamer, Jose?
I used to be. My son is now, but I used to be. Yeah, used to be a gamer, but my son has took over the gaming thing now. But I would love because it's like you said. If I get back into it, everything else stops.
Everything stops, and when you got responsibilities, because I got responsibilities. I feel I have responsibilities, right? Not only for myself, but I feel like I got a child now that I gotta.
I mean,
I feel like I gotta feed a child now. But go ahead.
I quit gaming. I quit gaming a while back, but I want to admit it. When I found a game, I had a calling for and ruin to play. It was bad because I'll be sitting here like, you know what? I got an hour. Next time it was 3 hours later. I didn't get shit done. So I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful when I get into games. But we gotta be honest. Right. We gotta all be honest with ourselves. We are so ready for Godzilla x Kong. They're about to team up against a red fucking gorilla. Okay, that looks so exciting.
Right, and they're teaming up. It's
an orangutan. It's a
with orangutan titties.
An orangutan. I feel it in my bone.
I mean, those sloppy guppies will be all out.
Good. They ain't going to be as good as the barbarian titties, but they're going to be up there, okay?
And then Peacock is coming with an amazing lineup. Like, what is that?
I have the lineup right here. So at September 1st, I'm just going launch these things real quick at you. Amity 2, The Possession, 1998 2. Amity 1, 3D, September. The Amity Harvest, the Amity Moon, Amity the Awakening, Amity Uprising, Bride of Chucky, The Birds, The Bone Collector, Candyman, Casper, The Spirit Beginning, Casper Scared of School, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3. Oh my goodness. And there's about 30 films just on September 1st.
Ghostbusters, The Grudge, Halloween. They got Halloween. They got Halloween 2018, Halloween 2, 1981, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Listen, Peacock is swinging, and you know why they're swinging? I think they're trying to give Tubi a run for them because guess what? Tubi is killing it when it comes to horror. They're killing it. I'm sorry if you're not watching. Like, first of all, we know Shudder is in the game of itself by creating these IPs, you know, for themselves and whatnot. They're doing a great job. We love Shudder over here. But let me tell you, Tubi literally is like, if you're a horror fan, I'm just going to buy the horror, like the best horror franchises and put it on our platform, and you're going to come and watch it. And let me tell you, they have done, like, they got Terrifier, they got all these other, they got classics, they got new films out there, and they are doing remakes and they're doing originals. Tubi is swinging. And don't be afraid if you see Tubi on this show. I'm just letting you know. But like, I'm in a horror Tubi group on Facebook, and I am excited. Like, excited. They got all the Saws coming in. They got all the Saws. They got Purge. They got Psycho. They got Tales from the Crypt. They got Tales from the Hood. See, come on, Peacock. You got to hold it down for your brothers because they got Tales from the Hood, 1995 and the 2018. They got Texas Chainsaw, The Next Generation, which is 1995. They got, the Thing from 1982. They got Thing from 2011. They got Thirst. We're going to post this list on our website, and our website is down right now, but we do apologize. We're going to put it back up, and we're going to post this and on Facebook so you guys can get this information and you guys can know what's happening in September. And we're going to bring in Halloween a little bit earlier this year. Is that okay with y'all? Say yeah in the comments.
Now, let's be quite frank. First off, Tubi is not only just doing all these horror movies. They also got the classic MC Hammer films. The classic, okay? What I mean, like, it's the Frankenstein, it's the fucking Bride of Frankenstein, it's the Wolfman, the Mummy. Those classic.
Did he say MC Hammer? Did he say MC Hammer?
I say what I said. I said what I said.
Did he say MC? Yeah. He's getting a little bit too. He has had too many TikToks. Look, because let me just say this.
For a second, I think MC Hammer came out with the horror film. Like,
right? I'm like, wait, what? He said MC Hammer, and talking about.
Now, here's what I. Now, while we're this damn thing. Now, while we're on the subject, real quick, let's hit this as quick as we can. What is your favorite all-time horror film? Will it go?
Oh my gosh! Don't do that to me.
10 seconds.
It has to be it. Remake, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Those are my all-time favorite. Go ahead.
Go, Molly.
Fright Night.
Ooh.
Fright Night.
Fright Night. All time. Fright Night.
Okay. Good. That's a good one. Go ahead, Gerard.
It's got to be Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I have such a good memory watching it with my dad.
Okay, how about this? Since you want to play with me, let's play this. Which one got to go? Go.
Chucky.
All right, go, Jose.
Scream Face.
Ghostface for me too, because those are the originals. And I'm sorry. I love a good slasher, but I love Chucky. Chucky was my childhood, so I can't let Chucky go.
Y'all went with the mentality of like, y'all went with the mentality of somebody classic. I went with the mentality of like, okay, who can I realistically is not going to be scared? It's got to be Chucky.
Right. Because you could punt him. You guys, if you guys watching, who would you let go out of this? Who would you let go? Let us know in the comments below. Who would you let go? Is it Chucky? Is it Leatherface? Is it Freddy? Is it Jason Voorhees? Is it Ghostface? Or is it Michael Myers, the boogeyman himself? Let us know in the comments below.
Ghostface. No.
Let us know in the comments below. Let us know in the comments below because we want to know. I'm here with Patrick from Fantasy Realms. Check it out, guys.
Attention all collectors, get you some incredible airbrush art. Time-stamped of your favorite horror or memorable movie scene from airbrush artist and owner. Patrick Rasmussen.
I've been doing shows, Comic Cons, different horror cons for about 8 years.
Okay.
But I have been airbrushing for 37 years.
Patrick has donated prizes
Yes.
to give out on Yup, That's Scary on our live show, and we'll be giving away. He has autographed some of them.
Yes, I autographed all of them actually.
If you guys look at this section right here, we're gonna have that QR code so you guys can scan it right now and connect with Patrick.
Connect with Patrick and get your artwork from Fantasy Realms Art today.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Fear Expo Live. Fear Expo Live is the newest national haunted attraction trade show, industry trade show, bringing together haunters and vendors that are dedicated connecting attraction owners with the latest products and services from the industry leading vendors. Earlier in the year, to ensure products are delivered on time and ahead of schedule for some of the best prices. For more information, you can visit fearexpolive.com. That is fearexpolive.com. Looking to be a part of a community while getting dished out Halloween horror and haunt industry happenings? Well, you're in luck. Word on the street is that Yep, That's Scary has a Patreon, accepting like-minded individuals to engage and participate and have little fun with our new haunt family. Get exclusive content and merch, message from the cast, and be invited to some exclusive members-only events and notable horror events. Sign up and become a Patreon member today at patreonmember.com/yepthat'sscary. And it's time for
Take it or skip it, stream it or miss it.
Satanic Hispanic coming out September 14th. This film is hard to stand out in the hot month of September. This film is an anthology following a few stories that all come together to tell one overall story. When watching the trailer, I thought it wouldn't be much, but when I see all the awards it's been receiving and seeing high-end praise from Guillermo del Toro, I can't pronounce the name to save my life, but I'm doing it anyways. I had to put it on this list. So sit back, grab your tacos, and let's watch Satan Hispanics. Let's take a look.
Everybody down! El Paso Police!
Hey, why don't you fill me in?
27 dead bodies all shot in the head. And only one survivor.
I bet he's got one hell of a story to tell.
There are portals back and forth from one realm to the other. Problem is sometimes the portals don't close once they're open. If I don't leave here within the next 90 minutes, we are all going to be dead.
Siento el palpitar de tu sangre en mis ojos.
Detectives, you have no idea what is coming.
You in hell!
Look, I'm up in that joint. I'm a Blaxican, so I will be watching that one.
Now, like I said, I wasn't expecting much because it's a lower budget film, but let me tell you, this thing stood out. And then what sold it to me was Guillermo del Toro sat down and said, "This thing."
Yes.
His comments like put it up there. So, Jose, what is this for you? Is this going to be a skip it or a ticket for you?
It's a ticket, and even if it was a skip for me, I'm Hispanic, so it's a must. So, but it's a ticket. I don't know that. So
support
Yes.
support the horror filmmakers out there. Yes, of different ethnicities. Yes, I love it.
Willie, what about you?
This is a ticket for me because I'm black skin, but I don't understand all the language, so I feel as though I would be in a bad situation if I don't understand, and then they're speaking Spanish and I'm speaking in tongues, and then they start speaking in the demon, and I'm like, I don't understand. It would be a bad situation for me. So I would love to see this because I would love to put myself in that situation. Like, what would I do? And if I get out of it, but it looks beautifully well done. It's been hitting the festival circuit and been winning some prizes, some awards. So this is a ticket for me.
So
what about you, Gerard?
This is going to be 100% ticket for me, but I'm excited to see it. It looks good, and anything Guillermo del Toro, I keep butchering his name. It says it's good. I'm excited to see it. Now, before I get to the second one, I got to say this: TikTok, because I wrote this while I had a couple drinks myself already.
I'm not ready for this, dude. I swear, if you say TikTok one more time, oh, let's do it. Yeah, drink responsibly. Responsibly. No, but I shoot, damn it. See, I forgot what I was going to say.
It's a ticket.
Let's say something about this Hispanic.
So it's a ticket for all three.
Let's go make fun of Catholics, okay?
It was a ticket for me.
Ticket for
him. I was
him.
going to say something about it. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Moving on. Oh. Robert.
TikTok. The Nun 2 coming out September 8th. To all my fellows with nun kinks, this film is for you. And yes, I did ask some strange woman over Tinder to buy a nun sexy suit, but that's not the point. Nun 2 coming out is the 9th installment in the Conjuring movie verse, bringing our favorite and spicy little Catholic gal with a secret spicy gal back to the big screen. We all secretly check on her bed for her in a good way. Now, let's be honest. Who on our spooky Tinder are you swiping right off? Right on. Annabelle, the Nun, or Molly Z? And before you answer, remember, Catholic girls are good on their knees. Now, let's take a quick look at the Nun 2.
I've had a series of dreams lately.
And what are they about?
About the return.
Of who?
Valak.
I think there's something here that's not meant to be.
It wants that power back.
This demon was once an angel, rejected by God.
Sophie, it's okay to be scared. I'm scared too.
What did you do? She's standing there.
Wow. Oh, there's Molly.
Molly heard her name.
Molly is mad. Molly is mad.
It's not good.
Molly is mad right now. Listen.
When I wrote this, I didn't know Molly Z was coming on.
Yeah,
but now she's here, and you know what? Let me tell you this: it's a ticket for me for the nun, but I don't know about Molly. She's upset right now.
She said not a ticket for her.
Not a ticket for her. Oh, Molly, sorry, Molly. Is it a ticket for you, Jose? Though,
ticket for me.
Ticket for you. Okay.
I think this is a ticket for me too. I think this is a ticket for me. Yeah.
And let us know at home if you're watching and you watching live. Let us know if it's a ticket for you. Because Josh Evans just said it's a ticket for me. Yes, Josh, we should go to see Nun 2 together. Josh, let me know. Because we need to hang out more and do stuff. And I missed the Terrifier interview, but yeah, I want to see the Nun, and I don't have anyone to see it out here with because I travel a lot. But yeah, it's a tick for me. What's next, buddy?
We got.
I'm feeling good because you can tell my.
I agree. I
feel really good right now. I don't know about y'all, but my high register has kicked in, so I'll be talking like Mickey Mouse at the end of the show. Why do I keep doing this?
Saw X coming out September 29th. Saw X is the 10th. And whatever you like, Saw X or 10th, whatever you like to call it. This will be the third attempt to reboot in the Saw franchise, bring together Tobin Bell as star as the Saw franchise. As a psychopath with a kink for sexy puppets and BDSM, this film looks to be a revenge story where we all wish would happen when Doc's yanking our chains around with medical BS. This time, Jigsaw Saw will be playing the games, and oh yeah, there will be some chains involved. What the fuck am I writing? Let's take a look.
Out of all the men to cheat, you picked John Kramer?
The cancer is still spreading. I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do. There is one person who might be able to help.
Our program is a two-pronged treatment outside Mexico City. The results have been stunning.
She saved my life.
You're in very good hands with us.
After that, what happens then?
Your whole life happens then. John Kramer.
According to these scans, the tumor was never removed.
How much time do I have?
Months, at best.
I still have a lot of work that needs to be done. Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game. You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you is very real.
Peace came upon me. No light, no sound.
The only thing I have not provided is your anesthetic. But trust me, you will want to remain alert.
Out of all the men to cheat, you picked John Kramer?
Please, don't hesitate. Place a big enough piece of your cerebral tissue into the glass enzyme tank. This will save your life.
So sweet, silent
This is not retribution. It's a reawakening. live or die. The choice is yours.
Oh my god.
So I got to put this out there.
Oh my
as
god.
An individual as somebody who worked in the medical field, I looked at people's receipts before, and I seen what people are charged. Especially, I got to speak from mental hospitals and stuff like that. What they're charged for? They're charged from everything from music therapy to psychological interviews and stuff like that. Some bullshit like that. And let me tell you something. That motherfucker never happens. And this I can relate with this film, because that stuff does not happen. People, if you're paying for your medical bills and you're not checking it or negotiating your pay, you're being fucked. Especially if you ain't get an insurance. If your insurance has it, take care. Just walk away, because that's why your bills are so expensive, because they're charging you for stuff that doesn't happen. They're charging you for musical therapy that doesn't happen. They're charging you for medical experimental therapy that doesn't happen. It's all bullshit. And I'm seeing it firsthand, because guess what? Guess who's supposed to do your group therapy? My dumb ass, okay? Guess who does your group therapy? Maybe 3 times a week out of my 5-day week, okay? Do you really want my dumb ass who's talking about nuns on their knees doing your group therapy? Well, guess what? That's what I do. Okay?
Shut up.
Well, it was a definite ticket for me.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Jose. Because we're 18 minutes. We're almost 20 minutes late. Thank you, Jose. As a ticket for Jenny, crafty cards. Is a ticket for me, because I love franchise. I love Twisted Pictures. I love Lion Gate. They love me back. Okay, they know me from Medea. Boo Medea. So I love them. Let's move on. But yes, good job. Is it a ticket for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Jose's like, come on. We're 18 minutes late. Right. All right, let's do this.
What are you gonna do?
Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie. Gonna take some pictures. And I'll pay you.
Guys, listen, it is our anniversary, our 1-year anniversary here at Yep, That's Scary, happening October 15th on a Sunday. Let me just say that the time there is wrong. It is actually 4 p.m. It's a 4-hour show. We have guests, we'll have celebrities, we'll have people actually on the show wanting to talk about what's happening in their lives, and also, Yep, That's Scary. We have prizes, giveaways. It's going to be a fun, litty, like a big fat event. And so let me just say this. You guys want to tune in to 4 p.m. on October 15th on Yep, That's Scary, our anniversary show. And we're bringing back the whole entire gang. Scaredy Cat will be here. Britt, the Boo Britt, is going to be up in the house. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great time to reminisce on all the fondest memories we have at Yep, That's Scary. Now, we got our TikTok star. Why did I say TikTok? We have our TikTok star in the house, in the building today. We have Molly Z and Jose in the building, and we're going to talk everything about this amazing TikTok horror influencer and travel blogger. Jose, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Listen, we had a fun time. Look, I've never been this litty with a special guest, but I feel like your family, and I felt it was befitting for us just to have fun. We played a little bit of video of you at the Buccaneers and the Ravens game, and and we know that you blew up since then. I mean, 135 million views. Like,
yeah, pretty big.
That's crazy. It kind of changed your life a little bit.
It did. Oh yeah, I did. Really, literally, like overnight.
Yeah, what are you going to say, Gerard?
Now, we after 135 million views, that just came out the blue. It almost seemed. How did this start? Like, let's be frank. Like, did you buy the CFX? Did you
VFX?
Did you buy VFX? Did you buy her out of starting a channel, or is it just like I kind of want the puppet?
So I've loved horror since a little kid, and I've seen some videos of some of VFX's, somebody recording Patrick with, one of the puppets at Transworld. And that video went viral for I don't know how many years, and I've seen it, and I've always wanted one, just that they were a little pricey, so I never pulled that trigger. So finally, I decided I'm going to do it. Fuck it. I'm coming down to Florida. That's when I was moving down to Florida with my wife. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go out this year for Halloween. Like, I'm going to make an impact. It's Tampa. It's a big city. So got Molly, ordered it, and did a couple of walk through the malls before the game, trying to get, feel for it. Entered some contests in it. All 3 weekends, the weekend before Halloween. Won all 3. First prize on all of them. Bottle service. I think it was over $1,500 plus bottle service at these nice, exclusive bars in Tampa. And then after that, we went to the game, and that video literally overnight, like next thing you know, I'm looking in the morning and I'm like past 1.2 million views. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, this thing's blowing the hell up. I couldn't keep up with trying to answer everybody's comments. I couldn't. It was going too fast. I never heard my phone go off of messages so much where I had a silence like this. It's killing my battery. That's how many just things I was getting from, from TikTok. That's how I started, and from there I just kept on. I like going out with Molly and getting these reactions, and especially for Halloween. But when Halloween was over, I still wanted to take it further. I wasn't done. I wasn't done with my for Halloween. Okay, Halloween's over. I was like, nah, I'm not done. I still want to take it, take it out places. I don't have to just be Halloween.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think that's how
Halloween's year round.
Gravitated to that. Right. Right.
Yeah, basically.
And I think that's how people just gravitated to it, because it was, and I think that's more of the culture shock that we have. It's like, what is that on this guy's hip? And let me tell you, you are a good looking guy. You are a guy that is very intimidating looking. You are a thug from the streets of I don't know, somewhere in Texas. But let me just say this: when you see yourself being manhandled by a Molly Zombie, it creates a dynamic duo. You know what I mean? Like you see yourself, and you're like this big buff. Like, you guys, this guy is big buff. When he came up to me because we first met at Fear Expo.
Yeah.
First met at Fear Expo, and you came up to me and started talking to me. I'm like, who are you? And you were like, no, I'm with Molly Z. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I heard about you, and I heard that you were going to be there at the show, and I was excited to have you at the show. But like when you see Jose, he's this big buff dude, and he can look like a killer. He can look like he's straight from out of Compton, and then he has Molly Z on his hip. And let me just tell you this: Molly Z don't play. And when he's like, "Oh, Molly Z," you give Molly Z more power, more praise, because she's tackling this big buff dude, that is intimidating looking. And let me just say this, like, it totally works. You guys, your duo worked, and people look like crazy at you. Like, how is it with the reactions? How do you respond to these reactions when people first see you and then they see Molly Z? What is it like?
It's awesome. I love the reactions. When me thinking it's a VFX puppet and they've been out for a while, thinking, well, everyone's seen the puppet, so it's probably nothing new. No, every single time I go out with Molly, it's the first time they've seen something like this. So the reaction is like, they turn around like, is that real? What the word is? What the F, is that?
Yeah.
And they're like following me to be like, can I record this? Like, this is wild. Like, especially, not during the season, they're tripping out. They literally think I have somebody there, and they just stay kind of staring. And, once they find out, like, what the, it's weird. I love the reactions. It's awesome. Like, it's so great.
Oh yeah, it is reaction. It is reactions. It is awesome seeing their reactions. Check it out, you guys.
Awesome.
I love it. I love that stuff.
All out. That's crazy. So, go ahead, Gerard.
I love that you get fully into it. You see people who get a puppet or get some, they go, they freak out just a little bit, but you are falling onto the floor, fully involved with that scene that you are creating right there. And I love that.
I mean, she looks real, so I guess the attack got to look like, she's really on you, and that's what gets people like, what the hell's going on here? Like, is it real or not? They don't get it till they come up close and I explain.
Yeah, and I love that you're able to provide it because, I've been in the industry a good minute. I've seen plenty of those puppets. Mm-hmm. I've seen plenty of people use them, and yet still, with just your reaction and going fully into it, I'm like, it's like a half second. Oh, okay, what the hell was that? And I love that you're able to. You went skydiving with her? What?
Yeah, you guys, I gotta sober up real quick because there's a storm literally hitting me, and so it may be a laggy, but so I want to make sure I'm operating great. And I have. I'm so sorry. But anyways. Viral TikTok star Molly Zombie spent the weekend at Orangeboro, Kentucky. Let me tell you, Molly Zombie is a TikTok star, and I didn't realize it. And I'm going to shift gears here. I thought, Jose, you were a we said TikTok, I know. I thought you were with VFX.
And you're not the only
VFX. But you're not. You are an influencer that just hangs out with VFX.
Yeah.
Tell us what's up.
Yeah. Again, like I was a big fan of VFX. Got their puppets, started doing the videos, and they reached out and invited me to Fear Expo when I went. And Doug and Patrick, great friends. I don't work for VFX, but I'm their social media influencer, and I'm glad to show their amazing puppets. They're just off the chain. So I helped them out as much as I can. I'm just a really big fan, and I love to show their stuff out.
So here's a question. The first time we actually met in person, I was helping coordinate unloading the Spider, the 3-wheel motorcycle,
slingshot.
The slingshot, yeah. I was helping unload, and I had no idea that was you or anything. Mm-hmm. I think we had a conversation while unloading. Was you there unloading it? This is such a far back memory. I've been in the head.
Yeah, it was a small conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple conversations unloading stuff, and finally I got to meet you. But what I want to know is you don't have a haunt. You're not too far involved. Right. How did you even find out about CFX? Because when I got into
VFX, what's wrong with you? Would you say VFX? It's not VFX. It's not composite freaking effects. It is not a math company. It is puppets. You know they're watching. You ruining sponsorship opportunities. VFX. Ooh, I swear to God.
Pay me money to fix my dyslexia, okay? But at the end of the day, how'd you even discover VFX? Like as a new guy, yeah, because coming into the haunt community, like as a new haunter, I was trying to find mask makers A, B, and C, everything under the sun. And sometimes it's difficult unless you type it in exactly VFX or Dungeon Dragons, whatever the fuck, mask makers, How did you find them?
I found them through YouTube, through the videos of people recording Patrick with the puppets.
Puppet, yeah.
And I would look through the messages because those videos were so diluted, you couldn't see the VFX on the puppet in the background. You really couldn't see it. So I would go through the messages and see if anybody, and a lot of people asked, see if anybody replied to who it was, where's it coming from. So one of them did, and it said VFX Creates. Went to the website, and that's where I looked at them. I saw the videos. I did more. Looked into the videos, and decided to pull the trigger and called and placed an order. And that's how I found them. And well, the TikTok videos and it going social, blowing up. The Patrick reached out, asked if that he loved my videos, and through an email, and he just came out with some shirts and would send me a shirt, and I was stoked. I knew who Patrick was because I did my little research through the videos and all that. Found out he was the owner. He was the one handling the puppets and all that. So when I get an email saying Patrick Voss saying he even want a shirt, I was like, holy shit! I was like, this is badass. I'm not even this is crazy.
And let me tell you, Patrick Voss is a good guy.
When you bought Molly Z, whoa.
Sorry, there's a lag here, guys.
Yeah.
But Patrick Voss is a good guy, and I totally enjoyed him at Fear Expo, and he showed me so much love, and we talked about everything about the haunt industry. Yes, and so for you guys to connect, and you're such a good guy too, it just makes a perfect pair, and I'm so excited for the opportunities that you guys have in working together with Molly Z. Go ahead, Gerard.
Great.
Now, when you got the puppet, did you have any? Was there any plan with her, or was it like, did you have any plans with her once you got her? Was it, or was it just like, let's get her?
Well,
I know you said you were moving to Florida.
Yeah, my plan was to scare and enter some contests, and like, because it's badass. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk down the street on Ybor where there's a shitload of people, just like freak some people out, enter some contests, and see where it goes from there. Because it was during Halloween, so I could take her anywhere. Didn't matter. I didn't have to. It's Halloween. I could take her anywhere, mall anywhere. So I took her out, and the responses I got, and I mean, I would go to a contest and be there, and they basically, the owner would come up to me and be like, "You got this. Don't go nowhere. Like you basically got this. This is amazing." Like, and it was awesome. It was great. So I wanted them to know your own.
That's so cool for you to. Go ahead, Gerard.
Was there any stage fright which bringing her out at first?
Yes. Yeah. And to this day, I still get that little station where I know I'm going to go to like a convention or a con, and I know there's people and I know eyes are going to be on me when I walk in and all that. There still is. The biggest kind of stage fright, and kind of even was like, have my wife like kind of hold back people and like kind of come hold my hand a little bit, was MegaCon. I never been around so many people at the same time. Over 150,000 people roaming that floor, and I had so many people just crowd me, wanting pictures, wanted this. Hey, you're that TikTok guy, and this, and I at one point I kind of like turned my back and told my wife, "Come here, stop recording, come here," and just like give me a second to breathe here. I got a little overwhelmed. I was like, I had to put her kind of down and like. Walk up to the side, because that's the only time I recently got too overwhelmed. But I still get that stage fright where I know I'm going to go into like a con. I'm, all right, get that little prep, like, all right, you ready, Molly? All right, let's do this. Listen up. Let's go in there.
So tell us, what was the first thoughts you came in mind when you became a viral sensation, when you're starting to trend on TikTok and you're like, whoa, what the heck? What was going through your mind when you woke up the next day?
I was doing mine is basically keep doing what I was doing, like, because obviously it was working. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep what I already had planned before I went viral, was to keep taking her on and show her off in places and go to places. And so that was already planned before I went viral. I already wanted to show it off. It was so cool. I got the reactions were so awesome that I was gonna take her around Tampa, to the beach, just get people like, what, the reactions. So going viral just spiked it up and helped big time.
So when you became a viral sensation you started to create content. What was your content like, and how do you stay relevant with the times?
I create content and try to stay relevant by doing new things, keeping up with the cons, the conventions, new things happening around, taking her like cruises, taking her out, making it, interesting, fun. not just roaming the street and trying to get reactions out of it.
You went skydiving with Molly. How was that?
That was awesome. That was great. It was my first time too.
Now, here's a question I have for you. You said it's your first time. I don't see you strapped up. Can you go back to that picture real quick, Willie? I see Molly strapped up to a skydiver. Now, are you skydiving solo at that point for your first time?
No, he's tandem skydiving. He was going to skydive to the guy on the right.
Yes.
Okay.
I was with him
because I went skydiving once, and they were like, "Yeah, they wouldn't let me skydive by myself." I was like,
Hold on, bro. You telling me you walked out the door already tandem to the person you were on jump with? Like, why would he be strapped up to the guy to the right now? He would wait till he on the plane to get strapped in, and then they shimmy to the edge, and then they jump out. Why would you be already tandem to the guy? Why, Bryce?
Molly can, because she can't walk on her own. So Molly is strapped on right now, as you can see. She can't walk, but she's strapped on there. But it was fun. It was my first time, and I highly recommend it for anybody doing this.
This boy is crazy because he's like, I see that Molly's tandem, but you're not tandem yet. Why? You jumping by yourself? No, he said it's his first time. Jesus.
Well, and that's what I was curious about, because what I'm picturing, like, I don't know, man. I wasn't picturing the whole picture. I was just thinking, man, they're walking the airplane. Because I can remember I was strapped to a man who's a big boy like me with a beard. I'm like, this is weird. His beard's touching the back of my head. His beard's
touching your back of your neck, and it's caressing it.
So we're walking to the airplane. Like, this is like pretty far up there, as like close to another man. And I'm just like, man, he was lucky. He's strapped up in the plane.
Y'all just shimmy into the plane.
He's over there allowed to walk anywhere he wants.
So one of my concerns that day.
Shut up, Gerard. Shut up. Go ahead.
One of my concerns that day was if she was going to hold up. You know what I mean? It's over 10,000 feet, the 120-mile winds. If she was going to hold up, it is a puppet. So that was the test, and it came out great. Not unscathed altogether. I mean, they're really well made.
Yeah, really, she's looking like she's having a hard time with him. She's like,
yeah, but she came down all intact. I didn't have to do nothing to her. She was fine. No repairing. Perfectly fine.
Good.
See, that speaks to the quality with VFX.
Yes, it has great quality.
VFX, we love you over here at Yep, That's Scary. Be a sponsor. We sorry for Gerard calling you CFX. We know you're VFX Create. Anyways, you went to Spooky Empire. How was that?
Yeah, that was great too. Again, a lot of people, there. It was great. First time being there. Definitely will be there in October, at least for one day to meet Cassandra, Freddie.
Robert Engel. Yeah,
Robert Engel's gonna be there.
Come on,
he's gonna try to be there at least one day in the morning to meet them, because that weekend is so busy for Molly.
I'm ready for that.
So hopefully,
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may have to fly back for that one because I gotta meet Robert. I mean, Let me tell you, Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean,
there you go.
Nightmare on Elm Street was my favorite. One of my favorite, like before Killer Clowns, I would say Killer Clowns, Nightmare, and then It are like my top three. And Freddy,
I even had Molly dressed as Freddy for Spooky Empire.
Yes, you did.
I had her dressed as Freddy. Yeah.
Let me see what you got behind you. Let's see what you got. What you got?
That's the mask for, to be for Freddy. I've had that for years. It's when it first came out. I bought it, and
that's so cool.
I held on to it. Yeah. So I'm a big fan, and so is Molly. So hopefully she gets a picture with him. We'll try to get a photo ops.
I like that.
The Lions might not make it. I heard he takes his time with his.
He takes his time.
So they're not guaranteeing you'll get another.
And if you are VIP at there, you're not guaranteed an autograph.
You're still not guaranteed.
You're still not guaranteed. There's no guarantees with him.
Your best bet is photo ops.
And he makes it clear as day. Oh my gosh!
They just announced that they're not guaranteeing you nothing. Your best bet is photo ops, If you're IP, they're not telling you nothing. You get
let me
you
tell
get
you, he sells out. He sells out cons, horror cons. And I think his fee is minimum. I'm not going to throw it out there, but 100K. Sorry. 100K.
He said it. He
this
said
is
it
for him
before.
to show up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right, let's
hopefully
get
we get to see him.
I hope so too. I hope I get because I'm gonna try to fly back to see him, and hopefully I'll be able to. But yeah, I'm sorry, we're fanning out over Robert Englund. But like going back to this TikTok star Molly. So you know the sensation happened. You started to think outside the box of let me finish my question of taking Molly outside of Halloween.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you did? What was the first thing you did as making that happen? That transition happen?
So the first thing other than Halloween and taking her out was taking her on a cruise to the Bahamas. So I said, let's take Molly to the Bahamas on a cruise and let's just take her. I mean, who's done that? Who's what? I mean, even going through security was going to be interesting. So that picture right there is her second cruise.
That's her second. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Molly got more cruise line and cruise legs than me.
Yeah, that's her second cruise. The first one was to Bahamas. That was to Cozumel, Mexico. So that was her second time.
Breaks. No, Jose, I'll let you put your fist about just to just go to cruise.
Wait! I love it. He's like, listen. You gotta go on cruises. The puppets gotta get used to the cruises. You know,
they do. These puppets gotta get used to all kinds of types of environment, including cruises.
Yes, Molly's here, the ring girl, and we did share video of that Josh Evans of Molly and the ring girl meeting for the first time at Spooky Empire, and it was awesome. It was awesome. We did play that. I don't have it prepped, but yes.
Let's be honest. Let's ask a straight up question everybody's thinking and everyone wants to know. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Does Molly need an assistant? Preferably a red-headed, bearded redneck assistant to go on these cruises. Okay.
For these cruises and out of town joints? She assistant-wise, she's pretty much good. Really?
Okay,
really
look, I could do group therapy if she ever needs it. You know, it's just. So was it difficult to get her through? Because if you're going on a cruise, you probably have first off
the customs.
Was it difficult to get her on there with the what is it like? It's not the TSA, but it's something similar to it.
It's customs. No, not difficult at all. They would open it, they would see it, and be like, okay. Or most of the time, I have her laying on the suitcase, already visible. Like if she's hung over and she's just laying on the suitcase, I'm rolling the suitcase. Mm-hmm. And most of them would ask, like, what's the story behind this? And I tell them, they're like, oh, wow, let me follow you. And I'm showing them videos while holding up a line there at customs, trying everybody to get through. But they never given me any kind of problems at the airport too. No problems either. Didn't get stopped, didn't get anything. No problems at the airport neither.
You say this, and I can still remember Jeff Dunham's special. If you know that comedian,
of course I do. Mm-hmm.
He tells a story about they're like, well, they found explosive residue, and the only thing they could do is wipe Ahmed's ass or something. And I'm like, have they wiped Molly's rear end? Let's just be honest.
If they did, I don't know. But when I opened the suitcase, when I get to wherever I need to get to, like for Long Beach, I opened it up, and she was scuffled. Her arm was, I did have her a certain fetal position, but she was on. I was like, oh, so they did mess with her. They did probably pull her out and checked her out, did their wiping.
Which we did see pictures of that on which you could show that on your social media account where you can see Molly in her position in her suitcase in the suitcase.
Position,
yeah.
Now who is the other individual on? It's not Molly. I think it's on my end. It's your left side. The other
Pete.
Future Pete.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Pete, yes. That's Future Pete, and I also have Slammy Slackjaw. They're always with me. Yeah.
See, one of my questions was, who is about to be added to the Molly army you got going on? Because
so far the
Molly's
army
got a great following right now, and
so far the army is Future Pete and Sammy Slackjaw, but I plan to add as more as I can to make the family bigger, because the more the merrier.
Yeah, but I don't see you with Pete. I don't see you with Slappy Slawjaw or any of it. I see you with Molly Z more.
Mostly it's Molly, and I do have every time I go to a horror con or a big con, I try to take all three. Spookala, I took out 3, and I take turns with them. A couple hours with one, couple hours with another one, and I do have TikToks and videos with Sammy Slackjaw and with Pete. Everybody assumes it's Molly.
I saw some of them. I was watching them today. Now, let me ask you this. First off, I love you got the puppetry down when it comes to physical attack, especially from her to talking to other individuals to interacting with the glove you have, which I love that VFX has. It's like a fake hand attached to this hand, attached to your hand. It's fantastic. Now, are you going to get another puppet that you're going to add and start practicing some ventriloquist with? And start trying to talk through the puppet.
We've been playing with that, and Will's been actually giving me some advice on that. Trying to give Molly a voice. I think it's even come on with a voice changer probably to do something like that with too, so she can have a voice. And that one puppet that you saw, the hand puppet with the glove, that's actually a Nightmare prop from UK. He sent me that. Yeah, he sent that over to me, so she can have a snack to eat while doing these cons. But that voice thing has been in talks with Patrick, and even Will giving me some advice on that.
Yeah, have you thought of?
Go ahead.
Continue. Show the video real quick. Now, as y'all notice that, that is definitely the passenger filming the puppet, and never the driver filming the puppet.
Not me, no.
Never the driver.
We're not gonna say nothing. We don't know. Listen, for the PD, we don't know nothing.
Molly Z and Yep, That's Scary fully follows the rules of no drinking and driving, and none distracted driving. It's always a third party individual. Okay, so there's always 100%, and that's on private road, just in case anybody's wondering.
I'm glad you brought that up, and the third person actually involved in all this that hardly anybody sees, in my videos and everything, is my dear beautiful wife. That video, she actually has the hardest part.
You better say it. You better give her some props.
8 feet away from me to record me, and she has the hardest part because she has to get all these reactions and this and keeping up with me. She's basically the backbone to this, because if it wasn't for her, there is no video, there's no reactions.
It's muted. I pressed the mute button.
No, you did not. You just burped a fart on the show. Stop. God,
I showed that it was even muted.
Nasty. You're so nasty. But going back to your wife, I do apologize for this.
I muted the mic. I even went, what is muted? You can't hear
I'm so sorry, Jose. I'm so embarrassed. I can't even look that direction right now. I gotta look this direction. Your wife is amazing, and I love that she is so totally supportive of you doing what you do, and love and is filming, and she's doing such an incredible job making sure she gets the reaction of the people when they first notice Molly Z on you. She has been a godsend. How's that relationship have been since Molly been in y'all?
Yeah, when we first started, like I said, walking the mall, and we were both new to it. I'm new to Molly. She's just recording like anybody else would. So that footage was real, grimy everywhere. But she's obviously evolved. She's learned. She's got it to a T now. Sometimes
she has.
Yeah,
I want to applaud her because she's doing a good job. I want to applaud her because she's doing a good job.
She's a big factor in what I do. Because
so now that Molly is in your relationship as a third wheel, how's that been with you and your wife?
He's been fine. Matter of fact, we've traveled more.
I totally went there. I went there, Jose, because I had to know.
I just gotta make my days where there is no Molly, because I'm the type to be like, hey, so let's go on a cruise. She'd be like, let's go on a cruise. She'd be like, okay, let's go on a cruise. And I'm like, so we could do this with Molly, we could do that with Molly. And she's like,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, so find stuff that doesn't involve Molly.
Good. And I wanted you to say that because I wanted you to elaborate with our viewers and our listeners at home to know that you have to have a balance, a healthy balance. You can't just indulge all into Molly Z or all into gaming or all into whatever. You got to have a balance so that people know, even your significant other knows that, hey, look, you still involved in my life. We still in this together, even though Molly Z is the third wheel.
And horror's not even her thing, but little by little she's been getting into it. Like, oh, this is cool. So
that's love right there. Yeah, that's love right there.
Let me ask you a weird question. Would you
go ahead, weird?
First off, I mute my mic every time. Apparently, I had to mute it on StreamYard and not up here. So let me ask you this: when it comes to Molly, do you almost consider her like a pet dog? Is it become that much of a character that's like almost like a pet dog?
Maybe not so much a pet, but I guess you could say that because she literally sits in the living room. I don't put her away in a closet. She's not like in a corner. Like, no, she has her own corner lit up in the living room all year long. Or she'll sit in the sofa, or she'll be propped there. She's, I guess you can say it, not a pet, but she gets treated better than most guests sometimes. Like,
y'all check out Molly.
Let's be quick. Let's be quite frank. I understand it when the dog gets treated better than the guest, because I'm one of those guys. Like, I've kicked people in the back seat of the truck when my dog is in the front seat. Okay, let's be honest.
Never with me. I sat front row. I don't know what you talk about. Never with
me. Have you rode with Marley?
I would knock Molly out into the car and sit in her seat. What are you talking about? You would not put a dog before me.
3 seconds.
Anyways, here's Molly Z skydiving. Check it out, guys.
So, what I love about that clip, is when I'm watching, I'm like sitting here thinking, man, if I was the CEO of VFX, I'm like, did I ever think in 100 years somebody would be like, hey, we're gonna take one of your, somebody's gonna buy my puppet and then take it skydiving. Like that is hilarious. I love that.
You're pushing the boundaries.
Such a character.
Right, and you're pushing the boundaries of VFX. Like you're pushing it to another level that has never been reached before, and it's so amazing. Jenny Crafty Card says she's family if she's on the couch. You're so right about it. Josh Evans says she is family, and she has literally has changed your life. I mean, like to be honest, and I wouldn't say in a bad way, but like I want to say this: like I've seen like you do things with her. Like to keep her relevant. Like, look at this. You bought the big red shoes, and let me tell you, those shoes are expensive. And you bought her shoes. You bought her shoes. How was that? What is your? My question is to you is because I have it up prepped. Is how? Can you share some insights into your creative process when crafting horror content for Molly Z?
The creative process just to keep her obviously relevant with the times. And you know what? The big thing with Molly is supporting the haunt scene, supporting, the industry, and even off the industry, just the support. And even if it's a small craft shop or, that's doing something, supporting them, it doesn't hurt to support local, support industry, support everything. So I don't mind supporting at all because that's what it's about, support. If you don't have support, you really don't have anything.
And you know what? You've been supporting Yep That's Scary for a long time. We appreciate you. Literally, we appreciate you, Josh Evans. We appreciate everybody that's been supporting and watching our show. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. We appreciate you immensely. And I love it because I didn't even know you were coming on the show. I know we talked before, but I had no idea you were coming on the show. And I put Molly Z in the script for The Nun.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, I was so like, oh God, he's going to the show now. Just like, because that was a very raunchy script, and I think I rushed it through with what I had when I wrote it because I was like, this is so raunchy. Oh God, and I was quite embarrassed. But first thing I got to say is I love. First off, if y'all people who aren't watching the show live or listening, you missed it. Molly Z had a sticker from Hunters Against Hate on his Molly Z right there. That is a big thing we need to support right there. Monsters Against Hate, as well as Hunters Against Hate. Fantastic organizations right there. One supports LGBT and minority groups. The second supports anti-bullying in schools and other organizations. So I love that you support them there. But I want to know, can you tell us a little bit about behind the Molly Z, about you as an individual? Like, what you do before this? Yeah.
What did I do before this? Well, I work like everybody else, I help out in my sister's company here and there. Not really work. It just, really like kind of like on a retirement thing, relaxing. I used to work the oil field. For like 5 years, West Texas. Used to work the oil field, and I met my wife, but then my wife lives here in Florida, and that's when she kind of had enough because oil field only gives you like 2 days off during the whole year, basically. So she had kind of rough living a married life, working every day, and she sees me in a blue moon. Right. So she basically, enough's enough. Like you need to make that move, either
give you that ultimatum.
Yeah. So, of course, I said, all right, enough's enough. I busted my ass over here long enough and came down here. And my sister runs her own company here, a construction company. So I help her out here and there. But, I relaxing, enjoying my life.
Wait, so you tell me you are retired with a puppet?
Not retired, just relaxing, enjoying my life. And I help, and when I found, Molly, it's like, it's a hobby that I love to do before this. So it's still in my lap, and I'm loving it.
Beautiful. Were you a roughnecker? Roughneck?
Did you say?
I did.
Did you say rough N-word? Did you say the rough N-word?
neck.
Oh, you better make sure you put the K in it. You better make sure you put the K in it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I did a little bit of that. I did that for like half a year. Yeah, on the actual oil rig, roughnecking it. Yeah, it's a roughneck thing. It's called that. I did both roughneck, roughnecking it. Yeah, that's really. But yeah, I did that for half a year. Yeah, we got roughnecking with the ing near, like because
y'all get on my nerve already.
I did that for like half a year, and the rest is the rest of the oil field.
First off, Wood knew what I said. He just wants to give me hell.
Shut up.
But that isn't it. First off, if you do that type of job, roughneck, that is hard labor. Like I knew of several individuals who did that growing up, and some of them are talking about like, hey man, OSHA didn't come out to the platforms too often. We were doing 24-hour shifts. Joseph, come help me. Like that's an insane job, and let alone you were talking about 2 days off a year. I commend you on that.
Over 100 hours a week. It's nonstop. There's no holidays or sick days off there. It's every day, all day.
Either they got like, you got the flu? Yeah. Are you bleeding? Not really. All right, you good? Come on out. Just
come on in to work. So Just Evan says, question for Jose: can you recall the moment that you didn't get on film that you wish you did? Ooh, that's a good question.
Can I recall moments? I don't recall any moments I didn't get on film. There were some times where I wished I was on film and she didn't press the record button. And that's a whole different conversation.
Dude, where is my shots fired? I need my special effects. So that shots fired. That's why.
I'm like, did you get that? And she's like,
Mama, you got to make sure. Oh, at least she's honest. At least she's honest. Listen, you have a beautiful family, a beautiful wife, a beautiful kids, and everything. Like, to hear that you're doing something that you love and they're so supportive, like you're going to Spirits, buying and Home Depot, buying these animatronics and statues and getting ready with Molly with the like. What is your Halloween? Tell us a little bit about your Halloween growing up, and then what is going to be your Halloween this year for 2024-3?
My Halloween growing up was love to buy. I was a big Spirit guy, so their new products that come out, I buy it. I have my kids assemble it with me, so they wouldn't be scared to see that it's fake. Assemble it with me. I had a whole game room full of Spirit animatronics. Like going all year long with the game room carpet and everything. And I will do little haunted house things in my parents' house, their front porch, just for the people walking by trick or treating. I would do that type of stuff. Always loved it. Got my kids into it. My daughter is in El Paso. She's a hardcore horror fan too, because of me, doing this. I got into it like that. And this year, I'm fixing up my front yard, as much as I could with 3 12-foot skellies, 1 demon, a werewolf. They're all huge, and the neighbors are looking so forward to it. They're just can't wait. We can't wait. Yeah.
Are you considering, or has a thought ever crossed your mind about opening your own haunted attraction?
No, it hasn't, because I don't think I'm in that level to all that. It's a lot of work. And at first I thought, hey, build something up, put some props in it, and, hey, walk through my haunt. Till I got more familiar with this industry, with Molly and all that, meeting people like you guys and all that. There's a lot into a haunt. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that you do. Even a home haunt is still a lot of things you got to do.
Yeah, like, I appreciate. I'm glad you said that too. Yeah, go ahead, Gerard.
I appreciate you saying that, because I don't think anybody understands the amount of hours and work and sleepless nights it comes to starting a haunt. Because I know Willie's going to back me up on this when I say that the first week, within a week of opening, you're not sleeping. You maybe get 2-3 hours. We've slept in sets. I've slept in lazy boys in the rain underneath a set. It takes to open up.
Yeah, a lot of people think you said that. A lot of people do think it's putting up some walls, and throwing some animatronics and spirit stuff in there, and there you go, No, it's way more than that. Way more than that. And I've noticed that, and it's just one of those topics where I'm like, I'm not ready for that, and when I am, I will approach some friends to help me out with that, but not quite yet. No, I'll do this other hand. I'll enjoy their stuff because they know what they're doing. I'll leave it to the professionals because, yeah, it's not so simple like people think.
So how often do you have to post to keep up with the TikTok rave?
Once or twice a day.
Once or twice a day?
Yes.
Because you're doing such a good job on it.
Yeah, it's once or twice a day.
Really? It
Stay
seems like you are
relevant.
posting you post like 8 times.
Yeah, it seems that way, but at least once. So what I do is I take say that what's that? I think it's Bukal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If it's Bukal, I think so. Well, I'll go to a convention. I'll have my wife. We record a whole, the whole weekend convention, and with that, like everything, I could use 45 minutes. It could become 10, 12 TikToks, videos for Facebook, I think, because it's 5 seconds, 6 seconds here. The good outtakes of them. Yeah. That was Long Beach. I'll use that. But so a lot of now a day's work of going out with Molly can give me a lot if we do get good contact. It doesn't need to be going out with Molly every day,
Gotcha. I like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how's it been? So what's next since you've been traveling with Molly outside of Halloween? What is next for Molly?
So we just came back from Cozumel, Mexico, literally last weekend.
Yes. And how was that? Because I saw. Because let me tell you, we were on that show. I mean, we were on your live show, and it looked so litty. I was jealous over a puppet. I ain't gonna lie.
It was fun. A lot of attention, of course. It was fun. It was really fun. Carnival's always fun to ride with. Gotta get it, but it's fun. We liked it because we went with the MSC, the first cruise with Molly, and it was really mellow. It was a lot of older people, more like a retirement cruise. So they're more just bingo was the highlight. That's it. Go to bed. So we started to do Carnival, which was more everybody's getting their lit. So we did that. That was fun. Next thing for her would be Texas, El Paso. We're going to Texas, El Paso to do some Can-Ams, off-roading over there in the desert with Molly. Sightseeing the mountain over there, doing some content with them over there. And after that, if I'm not mistaken, it's Spookala. There'll be Spookala here in Tampa, first weekend of October. VFX will have a booth there. I'll be representing VFX there with their booth.
Let's go.
There, Spookala, and then after that, it might be, it's not confirmed yet, New York City, Times Square, Molly.
Oh my God. See, listen, now I feel like your wife when it comes to Molly being involved in because I'm like, dude, like you gotta take me somewhere.
It's not
because this puppet is living the life. The life. Do you guys understand? The life. This puppet has done more than I have in my lifetime. And I'm a little bit jealous. I mean, go ahead, Gerard.
Now let me ask you this. This is a good question. It's for both of y'all. When I say the word Halloween, what's the first memory that pops up? Molly Z, take it first.
Molly, first memory of Halloween will be taking it out of her box. Getting delivered. Out of her box, it was already Halloween. So that's taken out of her box, taking her to that same night to costume contest and winning.
Wow.
That would be the first one with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why he asked me this, but I think Halloween was me first trick-or-treating and understanding what trick-or-treating was. I think for me, it was like going to the door and like trick-or-treat, and then you got candy. And I remember like I went to this one door and there was this young person that was my height that had this amazing like alien mask to the point where I thought he was an alien, and he had like Kool-Aid stains on his white tee. And I was like, he had Kool-Aid stains too? And so he had this amazing mask and he gave me candy. And I was like, what? And I was so confused about everything because when I started to learn trick-or-treating is, you go say trick-or-treat, you get candy, and that you want to put in the work to hit as many houses as you need to get the candy. And so that was my fondest memory about that. So so go ahead.
I think he meant to ask me and Molly.
Oh,
Both of us. But,
I was
that's
like,
why
Molly don't talk.
That's why I answered for Molly. Her first Halloween experience was me taking her out of the damn box and going
Won't
to
be Molly's.
that was hers.
Molly's was looking at you like for the first time. I'm so sorry.
My
I got problems. Go ahead.
My Halloween first experience was my dad. My dad's a huge skull lover. So that's what set me up. He loves skulls. So that's what got me into Halloween with skulls, and then Halloween with involving all the skulls, and that's how I grew up with it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes total sense. I'm like, why is he asking me this? All right. Sorry about that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so being a TikTok person, have you found any difficulties creating content and keeping up with the status quo?
Difficulties, just keeping up, and mostly the social platforms. It's you got to do your homework with the social media platforms. So people think just posting up and it's there, and people don't realize that once you start getting monetized and all that, that changes. There is no more just post up and they're gonna let it ride. No, you gotta watch out for copyright. You gotta make sure it's for the people. It's a lot of stuff you gotta redo your research on to start posting up videos, especially horror stuff like Halloween stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of search learning you gotta do before you get it right, into it, and that's with all of them.
Right. My other question is, do you share?
Am I jumping? I'm not stepping on your toes, am I?
Can you? What advice would you give to aspiring TikTok creators who hope to grow their presence and creating engaging content? Do they get a puppet too?
Yeah.
I'm all out of liquor after this.
Do it for the passion and do it because you want to do it and do what you love to do.
Right.
Don't force you. Well, I'm gonna make this viral. I'm gonna make it happen. Like let's do this. Let's do that. If you try too hard, it's not gonna happen. Just let it happen. Let it happen. And if you have a passion for it, it will happen. I have the love for it. I love doing it, and look what happened.
You preaching today, Jose. Let's go, boy. You saying it.
And not to know, with the quality the product, the VFX stuff, the VFX puppets, they speak on their own. It's amazing. It's amazing to everybody. Baffles everybody's head to this day.
Right. That's good. That's good talk right there. Go ahead, Jose. Gerard, for the Jays today. Go ahead, Gerard.
And Gerard's missing.
Is he gone? He's gone. Oh, I was in the script. Sorry. Okay. Next question is, what advice would you give aspiring horror? I already read that.
Yeah.
So you said you mentioned earlier in the show that you're going to go to haunts. What haunts that you are excited to take Molly Z to experience?
I'm actually very excited for the Spookala one coming up because it's going to be a 10x10 booth. It's going to be me running the whole thing with VFX products, VFX create stuff. And usually I'm at the cons, me walking around, just getting contests, showing the people, not really having a full-blown booth to show off Molly and Pete and, show people what you also can have a Molly, and show them what it's all about, the quality. So I'm excited for that one. I'm really excited for that one.
Right. So, but what haunts are you excited to take Molly Z? What haunted attractions?
To take Molly Z, I'm excited. I would have loved to do it Horror Night, but I'm excited to go to Scream again. And Halloween Horror Nights, me personally, I would have loved to take her, but I'll tell her all about it. But Halloween Horror Nights is one of the ones I'm personally excited for. That's the one I'm excited to see.
Me too. I'm excited too.
I'm excited. Yeah.
So, what exciting memories or what exciting travel places you've been with Molly Z and why? Because you've been all over the place.
Yeah. The one that sticks to my head and it still sticks to my head to this day was Fear Expo, Kentucky.
Really?
The one that sticks out the most because that's where I met people for the first time in the industry and really got the backstage to see everything that's happening that people don't see. and I had a really good experience at VR Expo. Everybody was so nice to me. Doug, Patrick, Doug with VFX, they were all so nice with me. Like I was expected just to treat me like, hey, okay, you're a fan, sit there, walk around, enjoy yourself. No, they treated me like I was family, like I was part of the company, like everything. It was a great, great experience. I loved it.
Everyone was approachable. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Everybody in this room.
Yeah, I remember when we connected and you were talking to me. I was like, yeah, like I was like coming up with already ideas.
Example like that. I didn't even know you, and I approach you, and instead of be like, oh well, go out to my site or reach me here or go to my class. No, we talked personally.
No, we were in it. Yes,
exactly. We're talking everything. So everybody that owned something there, that had a booth, and everything, were so nice to share their knowledge and just welcome me in. And they didn't know me. I was still even at spot. Like it was awesome.
Well, here's the thing: is when I first met you, and I'm just going to let everyone know this. We thought that you were a part of VFX. We thought you were the marketing director. I'm going to speak for myself. I thought you were the marketing director, and I thought that you were doing something different with VFX to kind of get more publicity, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought it was doing great, and I was like, yeah, And when I found out, I think it was weeks later after Fear Expo that you weren't, and you're like, no, I just bought a puppet and it blew up. I'm like, wait, hold up. That's a whole nother situation here. And that we start trying to find ways to position you where it works for you and for all the endeavors that you are doing. And let me just tell you this, you are doing such a good job. And for you to show other men that you can just go and do what you love to do, regardless if it's having a puppet on your hip. Exactly. And that you do it well and have a passion behind it, that great things come from it. And I am so excited for all the endeavors that you have in the future and all the things that you got going on for you, because you deserve it. And you could tell that you were a good guy. Like, again, when I first met you, I was like, who are you trying to talk to me? But like, you were like, no. And then you're like, hey, Josh Evans says hi. I'm like, who is Josh Evans? Like, what are y'all talking?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're so interconnected, and a community that we have, you guys, is so important that we support one another. And I love the fact that you did, and you show like, hey, I don't need to be on your show. I don't need to be a part of you guys to show love and support, because I love what you guys are doing. And I thank you for showing that. I thank you for being who you are. And I thank you for being amazing and showing your love and passion and not having a fear of it, because you are a man. You're a man's man, and that you could put a puppet on your hip and be like, I'm going to take him out. I'm going to do something amazing. It shows that we all could be creative in all that we do. And I thank you for being who you are in this time that we live in. And yeah, man, like you are someone to look up to.
Yeah, gotta have some humor.
So listen, we're about at our time, and it's 4:20. We're about to roll a joint. It's about our time here, and we want to say it is our guest final thoughts. So after this clip, you will give your final thoughts. Let everyone know, what are you going to do next? What is around the corner, and what is in your pipeline? I know you mentioned it before, but this is all about you. Here we go.
Well, like I said before, our next adventure will be El Paso by Ryan's and Canans, but our next show will be Spookala. In the first weekend of October here in Tampa Bay, we'll have a full-blown group VFX booth to show off Molly and all her friends there too in VFX products. And check me out on all social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm on all of them. Molly Zombie 2022 or Molly Z. You can get me a hold of me at Molly. Also got a mollyzombie.com, a website for all her merch. And you can email me at mollyzombie2022@gmail.com.
Awesome. That was great. Thank you so much for that. I had to plug it all in. I mean, you have so much going on and so many accounts that I want to make sure that we hit every one of them. So yeah. Okay. And for that, you guys, he did say TikTok. This is our last shot of the day. TikTok. Make sure you guys are drinking responsibly. Please don't drink and drive. I need to throw that out there. But it was a pleasure having you on the phone. I'm on the call on the show. forget what I'm doing. And I just want to say thank you again. Look, we've been talking for days and months about having you on, and I'm so excited to have you on. Thank you so much for the time. We appreciate you. Oh, before then, I want you to check out our scare of the week. Here we go. Wait, this is at Days of the Dead.
That's
a big appearance. The Nun is making a big appearance because it's about time that that movie's going to hit theaters. And let me tell you, they not only went to Days of the Dead, but they was at Venice Park Beach, and they did this too.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes, they are making it, and I know the people that did that display, and they're doing a good job, killing it. And let me just say this: they are. The Nun is going to give you guys fright. I don't care how, if you like commercial horror or you like indie horror. I don't care. Horror is horror. And let me just say this: they are killing it, and they're going to be making some frightful moments for this month and for October. And I'm just excited to have them. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much. Yes. Someone said, bye. See you in El Paso. I live in El Paso. I met your daughter yesterday. Oh,
your daughter, yeah, down in El Paso.
Yeah, welcome. Please come back and enjoy our horror show. And let me just say this: thank you so much to Jose for an amazing interview. Thank you so much. We could talk more. I mean, I have more questions that haven't been asked. Gerard does too, but it's just that's our time that we have for you. But yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for coming to our horror family.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
You have a good day and enjoy that premiere. See you.
I will.
But wow, guys, so that was incredible to have Jose again. He is a amazing guy that just has a beautiful heart. And he looks, again, I say this because he looks intimidating, but he's not. He has a beautiful heart, and he loves horror, and he just wants to get with people and just keep providing great content and keep supporting one another. And that's all what it's all about, especially in our horror community and family here at Yep, That's Scary. I want to say thank you to, I'm excited for the next show, even though I don't know what it is yet. I'm excited for the next show. We'll be announcing soon this week. Thank you to our guests, Jose and Molly Z, for being in the house today. Thank you for sharing your love, your thoughts, and drinking game with us. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping up with these drinking games because I was goofy as a mother all day today. I also want to thank our viewers that are with us live and our listeners listening to our podcast at home, work, and driving in transit. I want to thank Gerard for being the co-host, holding it down, and just having a fun time with him today. We appreciate you for your love and support. Continue to love and support us back. Please remember to follow, like, subscribe, and share our social media accounts so we can continue to engage with our new horror family, because you are our new horror family, and we just want to say thank you for being a part of it. Until next time, guys, stay scary. Yo, if you like what you have just heard, subscribe now or forever hold your screams.